Brennan, a great tick of approval for you, the Rising Star Award. Must be happy.
Yeah, I'm stoked to get a nominee, especially with Adam Cherra playing an outstanding game. But yeah, I'm just thankful to get the nominee.
That must have been a bit of competition there because he had a terrific game and you also had a great game. Have you chatted since the announcement?
No, I haven't seen him yet. I'll see him later today. But yeah, he played an outstanding game and it could have gone to him either way.
It seemed like in recent weeks that just when you started to take your marks, you started to feel a lot more comfortable and have an influence on the game. It all came together on the weekend.
Yeah, when I go into games, I just try to focus on competing in the air and on the ground level. And if they stick, they stick. And I took a couple marks and lucky enough went back and kicked a few goals.
Where you played with a lot of confidence. Where do you get that confidence from the coaching staff and teammates, or just more game time?
Yeah, I think more game time. As I get games under my belt, I will gain a lot more confidence, and playing with a bunch of lads there, if they're feeling confident, I feel a bit more confident, and we boost each other up a little bit.
You covered 15 Ks a week. What was your fitness like in the first few years at Fremantle?
Yeah, my fitness, probably game day is not too bad. It's more the pre-season, just running around doing laps isn't the best, but once I get out in the game, I just want to chase the footy, and that's what I do.
I think 15 is the most of any player. How hard have you had to work on that endurance part of your game?
Not too hard, just comes naturally, but in the off-season you just do the program, and in the pre-season just do what they tell you to do, which is run, and yeah, in game it helps a lot.
You played back, you played forward, and now you've kicked 4 goals as a forward. Which is your best position, do you reckon?
Probably after the game on the weekend I'd probably say forward, but I'm happy to play wherever the team needs me to play.
What's the background then? What was junior footy? Where did you play?
So my junior footy was Woodville South Cats, and then as I progressed I went up to Woodville West Torrens, which is where the great man Pav came from, and then lucky enough drafted by Freo.
So in terms of playing position on the ground, were you always a defender or did you mix between the two up forward?
I used to be a midfielder when I was younger, then I had a bit of a growth spurt, and then they chucked me forward, and then I went to state last year and they put me down back, and then so I just played a bit of every position, I guess, chucked around.
How old were you when you had that growth spurt and became a key position player?
I would have been maybe 13, maybe.
Time then.
Yeah.
How did you unlock the goal kicking then? You kicked 4 goals. I heard you say that away from the club you've been practicing. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so through the club I go through David Hale and Brent Guerra helped me a lot with my goal kicking, and Ballantyne as well. We focused on trying to count my steps and going in and kicking through and focusing on little things. But in the end, they said do whatever you feel comfortable. So I went back to what I used to do back at Eagles days, which was just go back, focus on something behind the goal and kick through it. And that seems to be working for me.
And when you said away from the club, does that mean like in the local park, or you just when everyone went off the track you'd have more goal kicking?
Yeah, just.
Or did you have to ask for special permission to do it?
Just after training, I'd just go down to the goals and kick them, and then David Hale and Brent Guerra would come down and help me out.
And how many times a week do you reckon you do that?
Just after every main training, when we're allowed to.
And so it really worked for you, eh? Was that the turning point, you think?
Yeah, probably when I was doing that routine, I was probably thinking a bit too much about how many steps I'm taking and not focusing on kick it to that target behind the goals, and it's certainly helped.
How do you think you'll handle the pressure? Because Freo have been searching for a forward since the Pav left. There's going to be a little bit more pressure now and expectation on you.
I think we have a very good forward line depth. So we got Hugh Dixon in the twos, and obviously Matthew Taverneau, who's having a great season, got injured with his foot. So when they get up and firing, I think we'll have a very good forward line.
You mentioned Pav before. They said he's a great man. As a Woodville West Torrens person, was he your hero growing up?
I used to be an Essendon supporter, so Matty Lloyd was my hero, but Pav is one of my idols. Yes, very good player.
Have you spoken to him in recent times and since you've been here at Freo, and has he given you any tips and advice?
I've spoken to him, but not really any tips or advice. He's just come in, I've seen him around the club a few times and just spoken to him.
What about the 15Ks? Does that surprise you that you ran the most for the Dockers on the weekend?
Normally I run about 13 or so, 14Ks, but it was a little bit of a spike for me.
With that endurance, do you prefer playing up the ground during the game, or do you prefer to play, I guess, one position for the whole match with more deep forward with in a row?
Well, with the depends on what personnel we have. With Mick Aptness and Scott Jones down there, I can play at that high up the ground level. But if I'm a bit stuffed, I can switch with them, so I can go a bit deeper and they can move up the ground.
And how does it feel the coach backing in the young guys, like in the midfield and you in the forward line? Is that a special feeling to think, if the coach has faith in you that maybe you can deliver?
Yeah, Ross always has faith in us, and with all the young boys, it's good to develop with them. So just all of us developing together, it's something special.
So you've got Banfield and Chera. They'd have to be like NAB Rising Star next year, mate. You think those somewhere down the track they'll get a nomination as well?
I think so, but yeah, we won't know until it happens. But I think they're very capable, and Andy Brayshaw as well.
You talk about developing with those other young blokes. Do you see that as beneficial to your future and also vital to the club that you all come through together, getting game time together, and hopefully down the future there might be some success for you as a group with the young blokes?
Yeah, obviously as we play more games together, we will get to learn a bit more about each other, how we use the ball and what players like to do. And we'll grow as a team and become a better unit.
How do you back up last week's success away from home this week?
I think we just go in with the same mindset. We went in with 4 things: they outnumber the ball, inside 50s, take one-on-ones, and be hard to play against. And I think if we take those same focuses in, we'll go a long way in the Carlton game.
It hasn't been easy for the young guys to adjust. Ross talked about the challenges of learning to play away from home. What have you learnt this year about playing away from home?
Obviously, don't have the home crowd, which is a bit tough. But I think if we just take that same focuses that we did into the home game, that we put a good effort out.
Is it becoming easier to get ready to prepare for those games, the away games now? Now you're getting used to them a bit?
Yeah, as you get used to them, it does become a bit easier. But you just got to stick to the routine that you have every week and just go out there and play footy.
Carlton are a young team also. There's an opportunity this week to have a young group versus young group.
Yeah, it'll be a good game and see where we're at against the Carlton side, and hopefully we can get over there and get the win.
Last weekend it was no Sandlands, no Fife, no worries, but it's probably handy to have those blokes coming in.
Yeah, obviously 2 very high calibre players. Fifey obviously winning a Brownlow, and Spide probably one of the best ruckmen in the game, and very handy to have those 2 back in the side.
Tell us about Carlton, the young players that were mentioned. I mean, it's a hard team to judge at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously a very young team, and they've got some very good youngsters like Zach Fisher and Wiedering and Jones. But yeah, if we go over there and bring that same effort that we did to the Crows game, that we should go a long way.
So if Wiedering goes to you, have you played against Wiedering before? Is he one that you've sort of looked at and gone, he's going to be a good player too?
Yeah, I haven't played against him before, but I can see he's going to be a good player. I think pick 1 in his draft year. So it'll be a worthy challenge. Or I could get Jones, but both very good players.
And every time anyone who kicks goals in the Dockers forward line always gets the sort of, okay, the next pad. Were you aware of that? You know that people are looking, they're desperate to have someone in the forward line who's going to fill that gap that the great man left. Are you aware of that? Shoes that you might have to fill?
I'm not aware of that yet, but Pav played over 350 games and I've just played 16, so if I can be half as good as Pav, I'll be a happy man.